Guys, I've seen the post, okay? I mean, it's not going to stop, you know. Tomorrow I'll announce when my video's coming out. I wasn't going to read it all, but I did, and I'm going to tell you something. Talking about I got famous on the backs of others, that really pissed me off, because I hadn't get famous on the back of others. I never tried to be famous. You know, you come from a small town, our family's big, we're well known, whatever. But that made me mad. That really made me mad. And I'll tell you, that ain't funny. And the 5-finger discounts, okay, you think this cute. And y'all, I know all y'all are like screenshotting who is liking it or laughing about it. And I went on there and I looked, and some I was shocked. And I will say this, you that thinks it's funny or whatever, but you call yourself my friend, and when you see me, you want to hug my neck and all this kind of stuff, do not. When you see me again, if you've liked or, you know, commented or think it's funny or whatever, 90% you probably got blocked, because I don't have time for people like that. I'm that type of person. If I'm your friend, I'm your friend. If you go to jail or if something happens to you, I'm going to have your back. I don't care what other people say about you. That's what a true friend is. Even if you don't see somebody in years, if I consider myself somebody that's been your friend, I'm going to be your friend. So for all you that think it's funny and you're laughing, but I promise you, I'll get the last laugh. But my thing is, if you've laughed about it or shared it or whatever and you think it's funny, when you see me, don't speak to me, because I don't like people like you, and I don't want nobody around me like that. And I'll just tell you to your face. I'll be like, don't speak to me. You think what happened to me, or you think this is funny, and you know, whatever, you want to get your little 2 minutes out of it, you know. But yeah, it's whatever. So trust me, guys, I know who's my friends and who ain't. And but you know, now I'm a rapper, whatever. I mean, make fun all you want, okay? Just because when you're doing it about me, at least I know you're not doing it about somebody that don't have tough skin, because some people can't take stuff like this, and that's how suicide happens. So, you know, all of y'all that's even laughing about it or whatever, y'all should be ashamed of yourself, because I mean, you might think it's funny, but if you really read it and think about it, it's not. You know, I mean, I just can't believe a couple of them that I seen who were laughing about it thought it was funny. You know, you lose your child and, you know, all this, and then something like this, it's a misunderstanding and, you know, whatever. And because some of y'all, if you're going to let just pure trash, say things like this, but see, what y'all don't realize is people like this, it could be you next time. Just saying. You know what? God don't like ugly, and I'm going to tell you one thing about me. Even back when I got in fights and stuff, I never started it. And every time I ever got in a fight, if I had to fight somebody, I'd cry about it. And people would always be like, why, Tatum, why are you crying? Because I didn't want to fight that person, you know? Like, I want to love people, and that's just who I am. But, I mean, y'all think about it. What else could really somebody do to me? I mean, I lost my dad. I lost my son. You know, what really else can I go wrong? But when I tell y'all, I'm just about had enough. And you know what, though? Maybe this happened because people have been telling me for years that I need to tell the whole detailed story of my son, and I need to do everything. And this is just people trying to put the guilt off of them. They're trying to put it off of them because what happened to him. And just because somebody lives 5.5 years and they die, it is still murder, because that's what happened to him. So, but all you that think it's funny and, you know, whatever. And another thing that I think that's really crazy is some of you, the jobs that you have on helping people. That's all I'm going to say is your job is like helping people that are harmed and stuff. And you're on here laughing about something like this. But I will say this. I'll write a rap for him. And I might come on here in a little bit and do it for y'all. But even after everything, whatever, he says this is good and fun, and I might not find it amusing. And a few fans I got, let me tell you something. I'm a love person. I don't care. You can talk about me. You can whatever. There's more people that love me than hate me any day of the week. And I don't have to tear others down to make people like me. But I will say this, and I will always say this no matter what. I would never wish harm on anybody that's had to go through what me and my family's had to go through the last past 6 years. Shame on you. For real, shame on you. But you might see some tears, but when I talk about my son, I get upset. But I tell you what, bring it on, baby. But like I said, that way you're not hurting somebody who can't take it, who really can't take it. But nothing will be off limits now in these videos. Nothing. I'm fixing to let it rip. So I will tell y'all tomorrow the times and when it is. And I know, guys, it's been long overdue. I've been saying this for a long time. It's been way overdue, but just sometimes it's hard to talk about, you know. Even thick-skinned Tatum, you know. It's kind of hard, but it's time. So I love you guys, and since I'm a rapper, I'll rap just a little bit for y'all. Love you guys. Okay, I just got a post while I was making this that Sean Godwin is the one that owns 86 or whatever that little site is, instead of Jay Cash. Jay Cash, I apologize. I did not know that he's the one that owned that or runs it, whatever. Sean Godwin, didn't you run for something one time in Blackshear or something like that, honey? Yes, Jay Cash just posted that Sean Godwin is the one that owns that page, the 86,
yeah,
and all this kind of stuff. So wasn't he the one that run for something and he got his he's the one that put what's his name in jail because he threatened him or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What the heck is he?
Nothing.
Well, Sean Godwin, how about I invite you on my podcast since you're so interested in me and you think it's so funny. So I'll rap for you. I'll make a little rap about you. Give me about a day to dig in on you good. So if you got something to say, I've never talked about you or said anything, but you think, so you're another one that thinks trying to tear people down or using stuff that happened in people's lives to make you feel good. So here we go. Let's go. Thrift versus Godwin. Thrift Walker, that is.